We have a great show for you.
Many more Closet Factory transformations.
Sit back and enjoy the show. My name is Paul Emens. We're here today to install a Murphy bed in the guest bedroom for my wife and I. I'm a retired Southwest Airlines pilot, but I spent 30 years at Southwest. That was a great gig. That was a lot of fun. We bought property on the other side of Lake Rudy about 9 years ago, moved down here just in time for the recession. The prices in this particular building went down, and I had my eye on it across the water, the big white building on the water, a far better location. It's a condo, and condos are, by their very nature, limited in space. Picture a long rectangle. To the left, you've got a master bedroom and master bath, kind of to your left and behind. And the living room and the dining room, both in the front of the condo unit facing the water. Off on the right is the laundry room, and you make a little jog up the hallway. Guest room is on your right. Being full of a queen-size bed allowed no space for that room to be used for anything else. And we don't have that much company, so we wanted to get the space back. The Murphy bed fits the bill because it folds up out of the way, opens up the room. We can use it for an exercise room or anything we want to. It's neat, it's clean, it's tidy. It's exactly what we needed. So she's been researching Murphy beds, and we decided we didn't want to get a cheap one from another venue, kind of out of the box, so to speak. So then she Googled the best companies for Murphy beds in Virginia Beach. She came up with two. We went to both, and this one won. Closet Factory won, hands down. Oh, Tamara was great. She listened to what we wanted. She designed it to give us what we wanted, kept the price in our ballpark, and then delivered. We're going to get a Murphy bed today. Perfect. While we were talking with Tamara about the Murphy bed, we mentioned that we needed to do something with the closet as well. It was old, 3-pine shelves and a wooden hanger rod. So she jumped right on that. She came over, measured the closet, put together a design for it, and just like Murphy bed, delivered the product. The intent is to rebuild the place right and have it right going forward. I do not anticipate doing anything differently in that guest bedroom than we will be doing when we have the Murphy bed installed. That's a permanent fixture.
All right, so today we're down here at the ocean front in Virginia Beach, and we're going to be building a Murphy bed in a condo. Most condos, I should say. We've got metal studs in the walls. On a normal home, your studs are spaced out every 16 inches on center, whereas here they're 24. So we just have to make sure that when we do attach the Murphy bed that we're getting into the metal studs and everything's nice and secure so that the Murphy bed stays attached to the wall. Well, we just took out the baseboard, and we're going to lay out all the panels, get everything pinned up, and start getting everything built so we can get it attached to the wall. All right, so there's going to be two lights, basically almost like a little flexible reading light that will be on the Murphy bed, and it's attached to the headboard. And what we're trying to do is to conceal all the wiring for the two lights, the transformer. So the only thing you'll see is the actual two lights, and then you'll see the cord coming down out of the headboard and just plugging straight into the outlet. So it'll be nice and clean and no wires hanging out. with that. So we just set the Murphy bed doors in place and checked for alignment, and everything looked good. So now we're going to finish attaching the unit to the wall so that we know that we don't have to shim anything, and then start doing trimming the unit out.
I just got finished with the shelving, putting the shelving in. They have 3 adjustable shelves on each layer, so they all can be adjusted however height you wanted it. The next part we're going to be doing is trim work. So we're going to have triple trim at the top, and we're just going to scribe the sides so you won't be seeing this gap in between. So everything's going to be looking like it was built in this wall, so when you bought the property, it was already here.
Right now, I had taken the sizes for the tops that are going to be going on either side of the Murphy bed. So you're not going to know beforehand exactly what size those tops are going to be. So those are what's called cut to fit.
Hi, I'm Karen with Closet Factory. I've been here for a little over 5.5 years, and I am a senior design consultant. And I love designing. I've been designing since I've been a child. I have known Jeff and Tammy from the gym for 3 or 4 years, and at that time, I had been working at the hospital while I was working out at the gym, and I got to the point where I was so burned out from the hospital work that I just designed and said I'm retired from the hospital. Shortly thereafter, there was an ad in the newspaper, and I just happened to be looking through the classifieds, and I wasn't even looking for a job. But the word design popped out at me in the advertisement, and I'm like, design. I look at the design, the advertisement, and it talked about, we're looking for a designer to do this, this, and this, and you're going to be going into these wonderful upscale homes and, helping them design cabinetry. So I saw the fax number where you're supposed to fax your resume to, and it looked really familiar, so I kind of Googled the fax number and saw that it was Closet Factory, and it also said fax your resume to Tammy, and I'm like, I wonder if that's Tammy from the gym. And I ended up faxing my resume. Not even an hour after I faxed my resume, Tammy calls me up on the phone and said, come on in. So that's how that all happened. As a child, I used to look at how my mother designed and decorated the house that we lived in, and I always saw different ways of doing things as opposed to what my mother did, and especially the color combinations that she chose, how she arranged the furniture, where she put the pictures, and that sort of thing. My college dorm room was my first decorating experience. We all functioned together. We all shared everything that we all had, but I was the one that actually took the initiative to get the sofa and the carpet and everything else, including, the refrigerator and all the other appliances that you have in a dorm room. Designing has always been fun to me, so when the opportunity arose to design and build my own homes, I jumped right into it. And the experience that I got working with builders and designing my own plans and picking out colors, picking out tile, picking out carpet, everything, hardwood flooring, and even designing the exterior of the homes gave me the knowledge and the experience of what looks good together, and what functionally works well in a home. I do work with a lot of new construction clients, clients that are building new homes, because that's where I have a lot of experience. And I work with the builders or the superintendents to actually make sure that everything is scheduled at the right time during the construction phase of when it should go in. When I design, it's actually a combination of a lot of different things. It's the feeling that I want to feel when I walk into a room. It's the colors I want to see. It's the function and the layout of the room as well, the traffic pattern through the room, how it's going to be used, what's going to be, done in the room itself. All of these things come into play when I think about a design. I am looking at a picture of a white laundry room with transitional shaker white doors and 128 millimeter nickel pulls. There's an alcove with a dog bed in it and 4 roll-out baskets with a stackable washer and dryer. I love the paint color, how it makes the white cabinets pop, and the accessories are all contrasting to the paint color as well. 50 years from now, I am guessing that there will be so many people on the planet that everything will be in small spaces, very like 800 square foot spaces, and everything will be a pull down, like your bed, a Murphy bed. There will be pull out tables so you could eat at, pull out sofas. Everything will be stored and put away just so that people can live in a small space. Yeah, Closet Factory pretty much can already do the Murphy beds, pull down beds. We don't do pull-out tables yet. We can actually order a slide-out table and put it into a cabinet unit, but we don't sell a whole lot of those right now, but I would imagine sometime in the future we would. We do have new textured melamine that I do have some favorite colors, especially the Arctic color. They seem to be very popular with my clients. It fits into the new color scheme where people like to do either a gray or a taupe wall. And it's just beautiful against that paint color. I love being a designer because I love working with people and helping them solve their problems. I love watching them get very excited after the install is completed and they're getting ready to load all their personal belongings back into the storage units. I love getting compliments and phone calls afterwards telling me that the co-workers have noticed that they have a new wardrobe, but in fact they didn't have a new wardrobe. They just can now find everything in their closet now. So I do like the feedback that I get.
Hi, I am at Paul and Diane Emens' house, and I'm here to see the Murphy bed that we're installing right now, but to also follow up on a master walk-in closet that we installed a few weeks ago. So we did this in phases. And they've got a renovation going on, so there's a lot of coming and going and people working, but just come with me, we'll make our way through the mess and see the Closet Factory product that's being installed.
Hey Tamara, how are you today?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm just great. I've got myself a new closet and a new Murphy bed. I'm a happy man.
Well, I'm here to see it all, so let's go take a look.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Come on, Tamara.
We're going to look at the closet?
We're going to look at the closet.
Cool.
So, this was the latest creation from the Closet Factory,
Yes.
which is a tremendous improvement over what we had, which was 3 shelves and a lot of hangers on a wooden pole.
Yep.
Not very efficient, certainly not stylish. This was an afterthought. We were flooded by a neighbor upstairs who made some tragic mistakes, and we lost about 40% of our condo. And then we thought that this would be, we might as well finish it off and do this as well.
Yeah, because we were about done with the Murphy bed when you said, let's go take a look at this closet.
Yep, so it's a whole lot more efficient. We've plugged in pretty much all of our stuff, and we've got all sorts of extra space still.
Isn't that amazing?
Got all our shirts and stuff hung up, and we actually have shoes, well, they're no longer in a giant pile on the floor. So this side up here this is all on my side over here. Got room on the top for suitcases and backpack and some other odds and ends. These are 2 foul weather jackets from a trip we took to Norway last spring. Shirts, pants, shoes, my side. And then the middle is kind of a potpourri of things. We're still trying to figure out what we want to put there, but we've got plenty of room to do it. Her side, which is neater than my side because, well, she's good. Same thing though, room for a suitcase in here, backpacks, miscellaneous, all her shirts, blouses, all her shoes.
Now, we were working around a plumbing access, so is it still there? Or
Plumbing access is down over in there.
Okay. They weren't able to
Yep.
reconfigure it
Well,
from
we
the wall?
did. We left that because
Okay.
we had already designed it in, and that worked out great, but we put an easier access in the hall.
Just to tell you, you don't have to bend down to get to your shoes. You can take this rod and lower it and
Yep.
move all the shoe shelves up so
Right.
that they're all in the light.
Yep. You pointed that out earlier. We can put these wherever we want. So we can change the whole thing. If we get tired of this particular methodology, we can change it.
You sure can.
So it's all good.
Well, I'm glad. Hey guys,
Hey, Tamara, how you doing?
I'm good. Y'all are almost done.
We're getting there.
Sweet. I always ask, any surprises?
Didn't win the lottery.
Oh, that's not a surprise.
All right.
So it looks really good.
Does that look good for height on the poles? Out right there. And
Perfect.
these are real thin, so
Yeah, it's perfect. And the flexible lights are inside the bed? Okay,
Yep.
sweet. I'll see
Yep.
those when we open it up. Okay, I'll get out of your way so you can finish up.
all right, sounds good. All right, so we just finished the unit. Everything's all cleaned up. We've got the unit caulked in and all the nail holes filled in and everything wiped down. I'm gonna go get the client and show them the finished product. All right, so everything's all finished now.
That's nice.
What do you think?
That's great. That's beautiful.
That's what we like to hear. So this exceeded expectations?
Oh yeah, by far. We used to have a big bed in here, filled the whole room. You couldn't do anything, so this gives us space.
And it was only used every 2 months.
Sporadically, at best.
Right.
So now we got a workout room, we got a computer room, lots of room.
Well, and you got
More.
extra storage drawers that, you know, whether it's a guest or whether you use, and some extra storage here in the shelves. All right.
Show me how this works, will you?
Okay, sure. All right, so you got pulls there, and you just nice and gently pull it down. Then when you get down towards, you know, about chest height, you want to take the feet and just turn the feet, and that keeps the bed and keeps it so that when it comes down, it stays at a 90-degree angle. All right, now you see it sits down on the feet, nice and weight, everything's balanced.
That's nice. Got our lights?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And that's a lot of light.
That's a lot of light. That's great.
That comes out of there. Nice little flexible arm on there.
Easy breezy, plenty of room back here for a picture on the wall.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
good. About shelves, because we got lots of books. We got a lot of books, so that's great.
And it still and because it is a wall bed, it still gives you so much more room in the bedroom, even when it is down.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of this deal here was we got flooded by our upstairs neighbor.
Okay.
And we've been flooded twice by our upstairs neighbor, so the bed that sat in the middle of the room would always take the brunt of the water. It comes straight down from the vent system. So one of the things we figured was, we're gonna move the bed over here and put it behind a panel so that next time that comes, if it happens again, this sucker's protected.
All right, you want to try to go ahead and put the bed up?
I'll put this up. So we lift and fold this over,
Absolutely. And that helps keep the mattress in place.
and then up we go.
Yep. And it should feel
Easy
nice.
breezy.
Should feel nice and balanced.
Yep.
Shouldn't be any jerky motion.
One hand.
Yep.
Not a problem.
I saw that the hardware that you picked out is a pretty newer style hardware. It's very contemporary, sleek. It kind of looks like it just goes right into the material.
We've
just kind of dives
yeah,
into
the whole
it.
thing is supposed to be a little more contemporary look. We've changed the kitchen. We have the same basic kind of handles on that, so we
Gotcha.
just carry it through the whole place. We did the triple crown up there to kind of gussy it up so it doesn't look so bare bones.
Right, and I think how that looks ties into that contemporary look as well.
Yeah. So can you show me I know we've got little side ledges here for night tables.
Absolutely, Tamara did a little design there with the drawer where it's just a solid top on there. That way you can kind of use it as a night table. And there's one on each side. There's one over here as well, same thing. All your shelves you can adjust to whatever height you want. If you start filling it with books and you're like, oh, I can fit one more in there, you just give us a call and we'll make another one for you.
Well, it's just what we're looking for.
Good, good.
It's exactly what we want.
That's what we like to hear.
I figured you would.
Well, we appreciate your business very much.
Thank you very much. You guys do a nice job.
Oh, thank you.
Take care. I feel great. It's exactly what we wanted. It looks good. It makes the room more open. It's got a good look. Got bookshelves with it. It's functional. We have no complaints. There are none. It's perfect. This allows us to fold the bed up, open the room up. Now we can exercise in here. We can use it as a computer room. We can use it for anything we want to. It gives us an extra room in a condo. And condos, you're always space hungry in a condo. So we just solved a problem. We have had a lot of work done, and a lot of it not done well. So to go to a company to have it done right the first time, to have it done quickly, to have the product come out exactly the way you want it, with a good attitude on the part of everyone we've dealt with, this was a pleasant experience from start to finish. But our friends next door, they've seen what we were going to do and now have done. They're interested. And then our condo association manager, she watched it being set up today and she got a business card and she's going to look into having it done. I would recommend Closet Factory in a heartbeat. No complaints. Price was right, work was good, attitude was great. It was a good company. It is a good company. So yeah, we'd recommend it without any questions asked.